Hey guys, I'm back again today with another video. How are you guys all doing? So yeah, I finally got my headphones, so hopefully now you guys can hear me better. So I'm just here at the beach. I hope it's not too windy, but I don't know if the microphone does help. So I was just laying and I was like, I should record a video because you know what I mean? Because I want to become a vlogger and I do like to record and share with you guys my life and my everything that I'm going through and just my life in general. You know, so yeah, I'm just here at the beach today. It's a wonderful day, and I don't even have a video on the me at the beach. So yeah, so I was just I just have something to tell you guys. Like, I don't know if like any of the transgender people like watching me out there. I don't know how you guys like have like relationship with your parents. I don't know. That's definitely a tough one. Like the relationship with the parents, because I feel like my relationship with my mom and my sister, I went just totally out of my control. Because I've tried so many times explain to them, how important it is for them to, how important it is for me, you know what I mean, to accept me. It's mostly on my part. I know it sounds very selfish, but it does hurt me when they don't really understand me, or they don't want to understand me as me, because I'm not the same person. Even though I don't live in Russia anymore. My point is that I don't identify as the person that I was before. So I totally feel like I have a totally different vibe. I have a totally different life that I live right now in the United States, and I just wish they would understand that. I know that they are happy for me in a way, but I feel like they still cannot fully accept me for who I am today, which is extremely sad on my part. So I just want to share with you guys that I mean, I don't know how it is, because I remember literally like I'm trying to like remember when I transitioned. That was like literally 4 years ago. No, it's actually 3 years ago, I think, when I started taking first steps toward this transition, like medical wise, when I started taking hormones and stuff. That was August 17th, 2017. Now just 2021, so it's almost 4 years. Am I calculating it right? I hope I do. But sorry, the guy on my right side just distracted me. But so what I was going to say with that at that point, the first time I talked to them, the first time I talked to my mom and explained everything, the first year, I would say the first 2 years, I was so emotional about that. I was so passionate about my transition that I thought that I think right now that I didn't handle it well enough, because I was way too, I had those high expectations out of people that I shouldn't have any expectations, because I'm not them, right? So we don't think the same, we don't act the same, we're different people. Unfortunately, as much as I try to explain it to them, I basically just put them in that situation that they just were stressing the fuck out over that. And you know what I mean? And I was panicking because they would not accept me and I didn't know what to do. I was just yelling and screaming at them, why you guys wouldn't accept me. And I honestly don't think it's right to do it that way because, you're wasting your energy, they're wasting their energy. And in the long run, you're not gonna get anything but a headache and you're gonna run down your mental health and they're gonna run down their mental health, if it makes sense. I don't think it's necessarily okay to just accept the fact that they don't accept you and move on. I feel like it's fine and it's totally okay if you keep reminding them of who you are, keep showing them your pictures, you know what I mean? If like I do the video calls with my mom and with my sis, as I did today, and my sis was kind of shocked and she kind of made a little laugh because I wear a bra now. And that kind of hurt me in a way, but I don't acknowledge that, you know what I mean? I didn't even say anything to her, you know what I mean? But my feelings are still valid and they're still hurt. And after I was done with the video call, I was still happy talking to her, and I still am, but at the same time it did hurt me down deep inside, but I didn't show it to her. And unfortunately, you know what I mean, I'm not her. And I feel like if you're gonna push on that, they might pretend that they accept you, but deep down inside they don't. So I just want them to fully understand me and accept me as being transgender or who I am and fully accept me from the inside. I need to drink a little bit of my kombucha. I just got a little thirsty. And accept me fully for who I am. And that's on their part. I don't know if it's gonna happen today, if it's gonna happen in a year. It might never happen, but it's not up to me. It's what's on my part is just to spread awareness, to tell people who I am, and that's not okay to say that or this, or to use this pronounce or that pronounce. But unfortunately, it's not in my power to try to convince them who I am. If in their eyes I'm different, you know what I mean? Because what am I gonna do? I don't want to waste my energy. I don't want to waste my life on even close people to me, like my mom and my sister, who are not willing to understand me, or who are not willing to accept me for who I am. Like, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? There's literally nothing I can do but just accept the fact that for this moment, they're not fully accepting me. They still love me and they care about me, but they're not fully accepting me for some reasons. You know what I mean? Everyone has their own reasons. You know what I mean? If like, I don't know how else you guys to explain it to you, but that's just the way I see it. That's just my view of things. Because I just don't think it's healthy to make people think. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness, I just burped. Excuse me. That's my kombucha, but I just don't think it's healthy for both sides to do that. You know what I mean? I'm living my life and I'm doing this as best as I can for myself, and I know what I'm doing. And the most important thing for me is the acceptance for me. Of course, it would be nice if the people, my loved ones around me would accept me. But I wouldn't even it would make it so much harder for me to be still living in Russia with, you know what I mean, at the same town, or maybe even a different town with my mom and my sister, and then to see them that often, and they would still would use the old pronouns and would still use the old names and stuff. That must be much harder. I don't know if you know what I mean. If you guys live with this in the same country, that must be hard because I don't talk to them very often. I literally talk to them like twice a month, maybe sometimes even 1 month a month, and that's the reason. Hopefully, maybe one day they will understand that. You know what I mean? Sometimes they do get mad because I don't talk to them as often as I used to, but that's because I just don't. There's certain sides of me, right? I'm not just one side. I have different sides. It's like Alex, this person who I am today, has certain sides, and the sides that they care is my wealth, my happiness a little bit, but not on the transitional part, and my health, and that's all. They don't care about. But I mean, you know what I mean. Talking in general about parents, and you know what I mean. If your child is not a transgender, like, you know what I mean. It can be pretty superficial too. In this situation, it is kind of superficial, and that's okay. I'm not asking them to, you know what I mean, to be there for me all the time. You know what I mean. Everyone is living their own lives. Now we're grown ups. You know what I mean? I'm still supporting them. They're supporting me in a way, but I just wish, like in a transgender part, there would be more understanding and acceptance and more peace. Not just like, it's not like I don't want to talk to them, or I talk to them that not as often as I do because they don't accept me. I don't think so, but I think on the back of my mind, that's one of the reasons for sure. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that's what we have today. And that's why we're not very close. We're still family and everything, but you don't have to be close with them. That's just my opinion. And I mean, that's the unfortunate part, because I don't know if you guys know, I don't really have a lot of friends here in Los Angeles. In California in general, I really don't. It's basically just me. So it does get lonely sometimes. But hopefully, I don't know if you guys watched my previous video, I already told you that I'm going back to school. And that sounds very exciting for me because, now with the pandemic, it's getting pretty boring. I'm trying to do, you know what I mean? I'm trying to stay busy and everything because I don't know if you guys know, I am an addict, but I made a choice. I'm still sober. It does get hard, but the loneliness part, I'm okay with being alone, but it's like I really don't have any friends. I don't know what to say about that. That's just that. You know what I mean? Like, what it ends up when your family doesn't accept you. It's like in the hard times. It's like I don't. It's like the other day I just cried over some stuff, right? Like Instagram was just blocked me, and of course I like emailed them right away, and next day they unblocked me because there was basically no reason for them to even block me in the first place. So they did unblock me and everything was fine. But and that night I remember I was just crying, and I wanted to call somebody or even text somebody, but I don't really have any, you know what I mean? Like in those times you definitely need someone, you definitely need some support, but I really don't have anyone. You know what I mean? And definitely Los Angeles has been very, very hard for me, especially during this pandemic. It's not very safe. It's not the best place for me to be right now. In a way it is, but you know what I mean. So, but I'm here, and I'm grateful I'm here, because I need to take advantage of the stuff that, you know what I mean, of like the schooling, and because you know, they do provide the best schooling here, so I need to take advantage of that. You know, I'm so that's an amazing opportunity for to finally become someone and have an amazing life for myself and build this life from myself, from basically from scratch. Because literally, you guys, like a year ago was just a total mess. Nothing was happening in my life. I was a total disaster. Looking back, I can't even imagine like I was that person. I don't know, maybe I should make a video about that one day, but I'm a totally different person right now, and now I'm totally have to be grateful for everything that I have right now in my life, and I am, don't get me wrong, but it does get sometimes hard for me to be in this situation, because a lot of people are not healthy. Los Angeles is not healthy, especially if you don't have a car. And I already set up a goal for myself. I'm definitely moving towards that goal to get a car in a year. That's what I set up a goal for myself. You know what I mean? At least to get an old Honda or something. At least some type of transportation that I can be independent. I don't have to rely on the public transportation no more, and I don't have to, you know what I mean? I don't have to I don't have to put with all that bullshit that I've been putting on all these times. But unfortunately right now I can't, you know what I mean, I can't be hard on myself right now like that. I gotta be strong for myself, and I gotta stick to my goals and my ideas that I have for myself. I can't just let it bring me down like that easily, because otherwise nothing is going to work. I gotta stick to my plan, to my goals, and to my ideas, to myself. You know, but it does get hard sometimes to do that. Am I gonna sit 17 minutes? I swear to God. But I don't know, that's just another rant about my family and stuff that I've been going through. It's just something I had to talk about, you guys, because it's just been bothering me for such a long time. But now I had. Well, thank you so much, you all, for listening to me. And I don't know if any of you guys have the same issues with your parents, or just, I don't know, with your friends, if you don't have any friends, or if you're transgender and you're lonely. I don't know. It does get hard sometimes, because there's so many things you have to take care of. Hormones, surgeries, it's definitely not an easy life. And when those people sugarcoat things, it's very hard. There's nothing to sugarcoat. So yeah, but that's just my rant, you guys, for today. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe, and please leave a comment. So yeah, love you guys, love you all, bye.